I wanted to give a quick shout out to the 40 people who did like the most recent video. Um, I want to say that I appreciate the fact that you see that I finally did stand up for myself for the first time in my life without caring what anybody thought about it. Caitlin is a fantastic human being, as I know most of you are. Here's the issue. Guys, you can't let other people decide for you what your feelings are, what your future is, what your public persona looks like. I've let that happen for far too long. As far as Caitlin, you're not going to see her on camera right now or for a while. I don't know. Whatever she needs to do. Guys, it actually has a lot more to do with how sick she is of the haters than it is of me. So I'm proud of her for standing up for herself and saying, I don't want to be on camera. She's never said that to me. So now we know where our places are. Whatever things look like looking forward, we don't know yet. But this is a pretty awesome place to start. So whatever people are looking at from the past, guys, the reason I'm living in the present and having a great future is because I'm looking at the situation right now. And this. Hey everyone, it's VPs. So I have a feeling that we have to have a bit of a conversation. That conversation is going to begin with the video from the other night. Guys, because Kate did a very good job, but I am mature enough to realize it's not healthy for her mentality if she's going and reading through those comments. So it's me admitting to myself that, I brought things down far enough that I don't have the equipment, the capabilities to really operate on that level right now. And that was a really hard thing. But it is what it is. I mean, that's the reality is live stream is just not an option because my mental health, my attitude, I am such a jerk and I am very controlling and it's like I just want things my way. And I know a lot of regular people are going to think that there's something wrong with that, but you have to understand that most of us behind this screen, and I don't mean here in this house, I mean people that run a public platform like I do in a way that deserves success. Oftentimes, it's the Steve Jobs attitude. Like, you have to be just on point. And I don't think the mistake was me being so directive, but rather that I was delegating to the wrong people, hurting their feelings and ruining their life, essentially ruining their life. And I don't know what my life is going to look like going forward. As usual, what I can tell you is that Caitlin and I are living our own life, however we live it, whatever things look like moving forward. Right now is our business because Caitlin did not know the life she was getting herself into. She didn't know what a life on camera meant. She kind of just got swept up into the ideas. She saw that I was a good guy, and so she just ignored what was on screen, right? The different stuff that people had to say, the manic episodes that I had, trying to control people on screen, right? Live stream is for someone who has the mental, emotional capacity to drown out people's voices. Whether or not that's a skill or, a dastardly evil thing, I really don't know yet. I'd like to believe on some level that it can be a good thing when you ignore people who are saying negative things, but I don't think I'm ready for comments. I don't think I'm ready for any of that. I think the one thing that I can do successfully is recorded content, and our ad revenue is definitely in a place where at least it can sustain the bills. If things go well, I don't think a viable income is going to exist for a little bit of a while, but if there's one thing that Josh has learned from me is that you can be a bum on a couch and still change someone's life. So I don't think that I'm going to need the money to kind of create things for you so long as Josh continues to have my back and Caitlin's here holding me up, but not holding me up, but like taking care of the house or whatever. We don't even, I mean, we were about to do a video together, and I think it's better if I'm just here with you guys because at the end of the day, this is my responsibility. You've seen me do everything wrong every way. I still can't tell you whether or not I'm going to be able to do this. But one thing that the real fans know is that they're fans. And the people that want to watch my show and be a part of my life in this way is because even if they see me falling on my face every time, one of the wealthiest men I know said to me, and no, it's not a local man that you know of, I had someone who does very well for himself, and he says, a good upstanding man. He goes, good family man. So one thing I can say for you, Jimmy, no matter how many mistakes you make, no matter how bad it looks for you, you always find a way back on your feet. And I want that to be the legacy that I've built until now for all those of you who can draw from that, who are the underdog, who really just keep getting knocked down. You must continue to try. Here's the caveat. Learn from my mistakes. There are going to be people along the way that you have an opportunity to help. If you're not confident enough to believe that they need your help more than you need theirs, you'll hurt them very badly. And that's most definitely what I've done here. Everything in my life up until now has been a tragedy, mostly because I believed and allowed my life to be a tragedy. So long as I muster and maintain the confidence and keep the ill-seated thoughts of others out of my own head, and I finally, right, my choice of mind was robbed from me, like owning my own life was robbed of me at 5 months old. My birthright, everything taken from me. When I was 5 months old, right down the road, so we leave it at that. Hopefully you see that I have learned my lesson to leave it at that. My next step is to not say it at all. Not baby steps, leaps and bounds, but at the same time I'm recording right now. So I realize, oh my gosh, I don't have to be nervous that people are hearing what I'm saying. I can totally delete this whole part out because I'm here by myself for the first time in my life in my own head without anyone else's voices. I deserve that. So the parts of this you heard is because it's what you should hear, and the parts you don't hear is because I deserve privacy. That was robbed of me at birth. But I have to work with the environment I'm given and be creative with the abilities that I have. And then I allowed my environment to create my identity. This is false. I'm Jimmy Soroka. Feet Peace for Life.